Have you ever felt stuck in the same place, even when you're trying your best to move forward? Like something invisible is blocking your opportunities, draining your energy, and sabotaging your plans? Well, it might be more real than it seems. And here's an important alert: some objects you keep in your home could be silently attracting poverty and hindering your prosperity without you even realizing it. But before you dismiss this as mere superstition or exaggeration, here's the key point. This idea comes from ancient and timeless teachings, especially in Buddhism, which explain how the objects around us carry vibrations capable of directly influencing our lives. The best part? You don't need to spend a fortune or make massive renovations to change this. Just knowing what to keep and what to remove from your space is enough. In this video, I'll show you 7 dangerous objects that might be sabotaging your energy in 2025. We'll dive into how they affect you, and more importantly, how to eliminate or purify them in a simple and effective way. Get ready to open your eyes to things you may have never noticed, but could be acting as invisible anchors in your life. Have you ever stopped to think whether any of these objects are in your home right now? The answer might surprise you. Photos and portraits of deceased people. Many people don't realize that keeping photos of loved ones who have passed away can create a heavy emotional atmosphere at home. These images, even when cherished, can act as anchors for excessive grief and nostalgia. Imagine a room decorated with old portraits and melancholic expressions. It can easily become a space that perpetuates sadness and prevents emotional renewal. In this case, it's healthier to choose vibrant photos of joyful moments or even replace them with symbols representing life and prosperity. In addition to photos, inherited objects or keepsakes tied to farewells also carry subtle energies. In Buddhism, it is believed that emotional energy stored in these items can influence the vibration of the environment. For example, if you inherited an old watch from someone who faced hardships, this item might symbolize stalled time in your life. The solution? Perform a symbolic gratitude ritual. And if you wish to keep the object, cleanse it energetically with incense or mantras. The arrangement of these items in your space is another factor to consider. Even those who aren't sensitive to energies can feel a heavier atmosphere in rooms filled with objects connected to the past. A practical alternative is to create a small tribute altar in a specific corner, separating that space from the rest of the home. This way, you honor loved ones without compromising the home's energy. But is simply removing these objects enough? Perhaps the next step involves something even deeper: broken or cracked mirrors. Mirrors are fascinating but also powerful. In the spiritual world, they are seen as portals of energy. However, when cracked or broken, they begin to reflect distortions, both physical and energetic. Imagine a cracked mirror at your home's entrance. It not only fragments your image, but also disrupts the energy flow, creating confusion and instability. The solution is clear: replace them with new pieces and position them strategically to attract light and expand the sense of space. Some people overlook a cracked mirror as a small detail, but its impact is subtle and persistent. According to ancient teachings, these objects may symbolize missed opportunities and emotional blockages. If you feel stagnant in life, a helpful exercise is to reorganize your furniture and replace damaged mirrors. A round mirror in the east corner of your living room, for instance, can symbolize wholeness and continuity, reflecting abundance instead of fragmentation. Another practical tip is to use mirrors to amplify brightness and attract positive vibrations. Placing a mirror in front of a window that receives sunlight can illuminate the entire room, dispelling shadows and negative feelings. However, avoid placing them directly in front of the bed, as they might cause restlessness during sleep. Now, if mirrors act as portals, could other objects also be sabotaging your energy without you knowing it? Dead or artificial plants. Plants have the power to transform any environment, bringing freshness and vitality. However, dead or wilted plants convey the opposite: decay and stagnation. Imagine walking into a room where a vase with dry leaves sits at the center of the table. The impact is subtle but influences the space's energy. Replacing them with living plants like lucky bamboo or snake plants can not only enhance aesthetics but also attract growth and protection. Artificial plants, on the other hand, are practical but lack real life. They collect dust and symbolize stagnation, creating the impression of stagnant energy. For those who lack time to care for real plants, the solution could be low-maintenance options like succulents or cacti. Besides being decorative, these plants require minimal attention and are known for their positive energetic properties. Another important factor is positioning. In feng shui, living plants are placed near doors and windows to attract prosperity and filter external energies. Keeping well-maintained pots in these areas helps establish a continuous flow of positive vibrations. But what happens when other objects around disrupt this balance? Perhaps the next item to be analyzed reveals invisible blockages that compromise your energy even further. Stopped or broken clocks. Clocks are more than mere accessories. They symbolize the rhythm of life, the movement of time, and progress. However, when they stop or break, they come to represent stagnation and missed opportunities. Imagine a stopped clock in your office. It not only suggests an interrupted cycle, but can also influence your mindset, reinforcing the feeling of being stuck in the same place. Repairing or replacing these objects is a simple action that can deeply impact the energy of your space. In practice, keeping clocks running is like reaffirming continuity and the flow of time. For those seeking financial or emotional progress, this symbolic gesture can be motivating. Placing a clock in strategic areas, such as the living room or home office, helps create a sense of dynamism. On the other hand, a stopped clock in the bedroom might symbolize a stagnant love life or paused projects, highlighting the need to pay attention to such details. Clocks can also serve as visual reminders of goals and objectives. Imagine setting alarms for focus periods or strategic breaks during work. This aligns discipline with purpose. However, the issue extends beyond clocks. What if other inherited or old items were also carrying hidden memories and influencing your energy? Inherited or old objects of unknown origin. Inherited objects, especially older ones, often carry stories and emotions accumulated over time. While some items may bring pleasant memories, others might hold heavy vibrations linked to conflicts, losses, or hardships experienced by their previous owners. Imagine inheriting an antique ring without knowing it was worn during times of sadness or family disputes. Such objects can act as energetic anchors, keeping your home tied to the past. To address this, the first step is to evaluate how you feel when looking at each item. If something causes discomfort or stirs negative memories, it may be time to let it go. If the piece is valuable or sentimental, it's recommended to perform purification rituals, such as passing it through sage smoke or placing it in contact with coarse salt for a few hours. These methods help neutralize negative energy and restore the object's balance. Another option is to incorporate these objects in symbolic and functional ways. An inherited box can be repurposed as a jewelry holder, or an old clock can be restored and transformed into a decorative focal point. This way, the item stops being an emotional burden and becomes a positive reminder of transformation. But aside from inherited items, could technological devices also be creating invisible blocks in your environment? Broken or obsolete technology. Broken or outdated electronic devices are often forgotten in drawers or corners of the house, but they accumulate more than just dust. They represent stagnant energy and mental clutter. Think of an old phone that no longer works but is still kept just in case for emergencies that never come. This type of accumulation creates an environment of stagnation where new things cannot enter. The solution is to discard or recycle these items, making room for innovation and renewed energy flow. Besides occupying physical space, outdated devices also store digital memories that can disrupt focus. For example, an old computer filled with unnecessary files might symbolize unfinished tasks or abandoned projects. To avoid this, it's recommended to organize devices and transfer important files to secure storage. Afterward, devices that are no longer useful should be disposed of responsibly, contributing to environmental sustainability. In contrast, keeping updated and organized devices boosts productivity and creates an environment conducive to growth. Tools like virtual assistants and management apps can transform routines and optimize time. Even something as simple as replacing a broken keyboard with a new one can symbolize a fresh start. But what about seemingly harmless decorative items? Could they also be hiding unknown intentions? These may deserve closer inspection too. Decorative items with unknown symbolism. Exotic decorations such as tribal masks, statues, or mysterious symbols may be visually striking but can also carry hidden meanings and unknown vibrations. Imagine receiving a decorative gift without knowing it was used in a ritual for protection or worse, conflict. Such objects may act as magnets for dense energy, creating a heavy atmosphere without you realizing it. Before displaying any such item, it's crucial to research its origin and meaning. If the object has emotional or aesthetic value, its energy can be neutralized through simple rituals. Burning rosemary or lavender incense around, it helps purify its energy. Another technique is leaving it in sunlight for a few hours or placing it near crystals like clear quartz, which absorb and transform energies. These practices allow you to keep the object without compromising the energetic balance of your space. For those who prefer to avoid risks, replacing decorations of uncertain origin with widely recognized positive symbols is an effective alternative. Buddha statues, Tibetan bells, and crystals like amethyst can act as sources of protection and harmony. A practical tip is to place these elements near entrances or meditation areas. But beyond objects, could the environment itself need deeper purification? Perhaps the key to transforming your energy lies in the rituals that follow. Now that you're aware of the 7 objects that may be draining your energy and blocking your prosperity, it's time to take action. Look around how many of these items are hidden in the corners of your home, gathering dust and stagnant energy. Maybe you've never stopped to think about the impact a stopped clock or a dead plant could have on your well-being. But the truth is that the environment we live in directly reflects what we attract into our lives. So, are you ready to transform your home into a space of harmony and abundance? How about starting right now by identifying the mentioned objects and applying the purification techniques we've shared? Imagine waking up in a lighter environment, feeling a clearer mind, and noticing opportunities beginning to flow naturally. It may seem simple, but these small adjustments could be the turning point you've been looking for. Now tell me, Which of these items have you already identified in your home? Are you prepared to do this energetic cleansing and take the next step toward prosperity? Leave your comment below and share your experience. And of course, if you enjoyed this content, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and keep learning how to create an environment of positive energy and continuous growth, because this is just the beginning of a transformational journey.